Okay, today we're going to be reviewing ECW and WWE Superstars. Today's Saturday. These were on Thursday, so we're a little bit late on doing them. We haven't had the time. This will be our first actual, brand review, if you want to say, for this channel. We want to thank everybody for having 23 subscribers now. That's awesome. That was really, really fast, and I guess it's because of the video we put on Progressive DC, but that was really cool of y'all. So it's Saturday today, 7/9/09. So here we go.
7/9/09 was when the show was.
Yeah. So here we go with the first match. The first match, the Bella Twins made their ECW debut, and Nikki Bella fought Katie Lee Burchill. Nikki Bella won, but this is how, Nikki Bella was, really hurt or whatever you want to say, and she fell out, and then the referee had her back there, Katie Lee and the referee had their back turned, and Brie Bella climbed in, so Nikki Bella won, I guess, but it was really Brie Bella, but nobody knew, except for the people that were watching TV and stuff.
They switched, in the middle
Yeah,
of the
so that's the first match.
And, I'm surprised that they got traded to ECW, actually, because I kind of like them, but I guess, I don't know. The next, match was a rematch from last week's ECW, and it was Shelton Benjamin versus Yoshi Tatsu, who is a new superstar. That match lasted a really long time, so it got kind of boring after a while, especially because one of the contestants or people, whatever you want to say, is a new superstar, so it kind of got boring after a long time. But I mean, it was a pretty good match, I guess, and Shelton Benjamin ended up winning that after he lost last week, and I mean, I don't know what a lot to say about that one.
Okay, the next match was Ezekiel Jackson versus Jack Muradal, sorry, which we believe is a local competitor. I think it was. They didn't for sure say, but we think he's a local competitor, so Ezekiel Jackson kind of tore him up, so.
Yeah, that was a short match.
Yeah.
Basically, Ezekiel just beat him from the start, so.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing, just going back to something we said a minute ago. I don't know about you guys, but we, can't tell the two twins apart at all, but we figured out how to, because one of them has a tattoo, right here.
I think.
I'm not sure which one it is. Well, one of them has a tattoo, right here on her waist. So if you can see that, then that's one way you can figure out how to tell them apart. So, I don't know. The next match was it wasn't a match, it was the Abraham Washington show with special guest Tommy Dreamer. And I definitely, what? Oh, I thought you said something, sorry. So Tommy came out, they talked and whatever. Pretty much the whole time that Abraham Washington was, making fun of Tommy Dreamer. But, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really enjoy the Abraham Washington show.
So I guess Abraham Washington is a new guy, of course, but I don't know if he's going to fight any at all or what, so.
Oh, and then later on, at the end of that Abraham Washington show, Vladimir Kozlov interrupts the show because they were talking about how
They think Quistion will
he'd
win.
rather face Quistion at Night of Champions and all this, so Vladimir Kozlov comes out and they have a little stare down.
Okay, let's see here. Backstage, we just thought we'd tell about this. Backstage, there was a big old ladder, and they show crew people talking in the ladder in the background, and this lady falls off, and then Hurricane Helms comes flying out holding the lady, and then drops her and runs her away, and then Tiffany comes walking through, so, and what happened and stuff like that. So
They've been doing something like that for a couple weeks now. And I guess they're leading up to Hurricane Helms coming back, maybe, that's what I would think. But that's pretty cool because, I mean, I'd like to see Hurricane Helms come back.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else. I guess this is the last match.
Yeah.
The main event was Vladimir Kozlov versus Quistion to see who would face Tommy Dreamer for the ECW Championship at Night of Champions. Tommy Dreamer was the commentator. Pretty much during the whole match, they talked about how Vladimir Kozlov seemed to be way harder to defeat, and Tommy Dreamer basically just made it clear that he'd rather face Quistion. I don't know if that was whether because he's not as good in his mind or just because they're friends, or I don't know. But Quistion did end up winning that match, which we were happy about, or at least I am, because I mean, I really don't want to.
So Quistion will face Tommy Dreamer at Night of Champions.
I'm a Quistion fan.
Now moving on to WWE Superstars.
We're gonna do both of these on the same video if you didn't hear earlier in the video, because we're on the same night this week.
Okay, the opening match was R-Truth versus Ricky Ortiz, and that match lasted a real long time, but R-Truth won that match, so. And I guess R-Truth doesn't do his entrance to the crowd. I guess it takes too long, or somebody hit him or something like that, so. But I would say it probably just takes too long because he never has done that anymore, so.
Let's see. Next, they showed Vince McMahon in his office. Hornswoggle comes in, and then followed by Chavo Guerrero. Then Chavo complains about how Hornswoggle bit him and all this stuff, and so Vince makes a match between the two of them. And it was going to be just a normal match until Chavo started trying to talk about how much bigger he was, and then it got changed into a match between Chavo and Hornswoggle, where Chavo has to be on his knees during the whole match. So we'll talk about that match later. It was the main event. So.
Okay, Zack Ryder versus Tyler Rex. Tyler Rex is part of the new Superstar Initiative thing, so
he's kind of like a surfer guy.
Yeah, but we thought he'd be cool if he wore a bathing suit instead of wrestling shorts. So. But the winner of that match was Zack Ryder, so.
That one was actually a really long match too, and Tyler Rex looked pretty. I mean, he looked like a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah, that was a pretty good match, really.
Okay, and then the last one was the Chavo Guerrero Hornswoggle match with Chavo on his knees. It seemed pretty obvious to me who was going to win this match, just because Chavo was going to be on his knees, and Hornswoggle won.
Well, Chavo got to the top of the rope to do the frog pole splash, and like Hornswoggle got up there and bit him. I think in the hand, and then he fell, and then Hornswoggle did the tadpole splash and won. So.
Now, I mean I guess that was an okay match because it's a little bit different than usual, but it really wasn't that.
That was kind of a disappointing show.
Yeah, both of those shows were actually disappointing, but I think it's probably more because there's so many new superstars coming in, and they're not as fun to watch. I don't think, but after a while they will be.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see them, I guess. So. That's been a review of final results for ECW and Superstars. So please subscribe and check out our other videos.
The question. We forgot to do the question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The question of the video today we usually do one of these every video, like question of the video. So if you want to comment your answer or whatever you want to do,
send us a message and talk about it with us. Or
it's just like a discussion thing. But I guess
just for fun.
The question of this video was going to be. What do you think about some of the new superstars that are coming in? Tyler Rex, Yoshitatsu.
The guy that looks like one of the McAllister brothers or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the guy.
Okay, just what do you think about the new Superstar Initiative is basically.
Who's your
favorite?
Whatever,
which one do you like? Which one do you dislike? And that's kind of it.
So thanks for watching. Thanks for the subscribers. Get other subscribers we're trying to. So see you guys later.